By order of His Royal Highness, King Anduin Rin, all able-bodied citizens of the Alliance are to report to Teleran Windflight at Dreamer's Rest in Feralas. The Alliance needs your help to overcome our enemies, the Horde and the Grimdatoms. You can reach Dreamer's Rest by traveling south from Desolace into Feralas. For the glory and honor of the Alliance.
I am listening. Goodbye.
Elune has favored us with your arrival, hero. There is much to do.
Asha Fela.
A severe illness has fallen over the creatures of this forest. While at first I hoped it was part of nature's course, it has refused to pass. The forest stags, normally strong and serene, have suffered the worst. Some waste away in weakness. Others froth and rage dangerously. If I am to consult the spirits to learn more of this sickness, I will need the stag's antlers.
Farewell, dear Nadris.
The Scourge are a direct affront to nature. They have managed to corrupt the Quillbore in Resorphin Downs, and now threaten to spread further into Thousand Needles, and eventually, I fear, west into Feralas. You must go there, and do anything you can to confine them. Perhaps you can find someone in the area to help you. The winds whisper of a powerful presence in the area.
Goodbye.
And
farewell.
Just inside the eastern wing of Diremaul, one of the Warpwood Ancients, Fergus Warpwood, still lives uncorrupted. You must travel there, and help him drive out the terrible creatures that have taken it as their own. Taking Diremaul would be a major step in reclaiming Feralas for our people. You can find Diremaul to the southeast of here.
Asha Fela.
Estelan Den Hu, a powerful and uncorrupt highborn, has managed to enter the western wing of Diremaul and has asked for assistance in cleansing it. Regardless of your personal convictions of the highborn, it is an effort I must support for the good of Feralas. May the wind carry your spirit there with great swiftness. You will find Diremaul to the southeast.
Goodbye.
Ishnu Dal Dieb. Be careful.
My duty here is to watch over Teleran, even without his meditation leaving him vulnerable. There's enough threats in this forest to keep both of us on our toes. That's why it maddens me so much that I don't have the opportunity to leave camp. More harpies than I've ever seen infest the northwest. Foul creatures, spreading their filth across the ancient ruins uncaringly. They're a threat to this camp and have no place in these lands. I'll pay you well if you get rid of them.
Good luck, friend. May the stars guide you.
Edana Hatetalan is the queen of the North Spring Harpies that reside in the ruins to the west. It is her malicious will that leads the Harpies to defend their nests among the ruins of our people. The Harpies can, to her with a horn they carry, it, by the Hatetalan stones, in the northern part of the ruins, will summon Edana. Show no mercy for these foul creatures. Slay her and bring her dark heart to me.
Farewell. first. I can't carry any more of those. I'm out of range.
Greetings.
This is a sad task, hero, but necessary.
Del Nadris.
At the very least, these creatures' suffering has ended. Let us hope their sacrifice will bring a stop to further pain.
Asha Fela.
I've discovered a brood of dragon whelps gathered off the road to the north with a similar affliction. Green dragons are sacred custodians of nature. The fact that this disease is capable of spreading to them is cause for great alarm. We must stop this from spreading further through any means. Slay the infected whelps and return to me.
Farewell.
I am listening. Asha Fela.
Thank you, hero. That's one less distraction for me.
May the stars guide you.
We must not tolerate the infestation of our ancestors' ruins by the harpies.
Good luck, friend.
These lands will finally be free of the foulness of the harpies. I cannot thank you enough.
Asha Fela.
Hello.
This development worries me greatly. This has happened before.
Asha Fela. Farewell.
As you witnessed, the dragon Isandra has told us that the tears of the land can seal the portal from which this corruption stems.
Goodbye.
Her words ring true. In the glade to the west, I have seen the mountain giants distraught. They raged in frustration and wept, and their tears fell upon the stones as shining crystals. Though the giants weep no more, these stone tears must be what Isandra referred to. And we must gather them. We must gather them.
Vishnu Del Diab.
The cliff giants of Feralas are extensions of the earth itself. When nature thrives, they are benevolent protectors and peaceful guardians. But as the forest is tainted, so too are they. Should they be by this malady, they will lash out in violence against trees, wildlife, and the very boulders they were from. Be wary in your tasks. Should you find any corrupted giants, destroy them, for the sake of those still spared.
Asha Fela. Can I assist you?
The tears are among the very rocks that the giants themselves rise from. There should be loose ones near the base of these large monoliths.
Del Nadres.
The mountain giants are precious allies of our hero. We must stop this corruption before it claims any more creatures of the forest.
Farewell.
The spirits of these guardians will return in time, hero. You freed them to move on in nature's cycle. Now it falls to us to make sure that cycle is free of corruption and needless suffering.
Goodbye.
It is ready. Wah, take this. A beacon of natural essence, blessed by the will of Isandre. To the north, on the other side of the flowing brook, is Dreambow. There stands the great tree, the tallest in Feralas, a sapling of the very world tree. A portal to the heart of the Emerald Dreams sits in its trunk, and it is this portal you must seal. The portal will be guarded, but you must be brave.
Farewell.
It is too far away.
Your bravery has seen us through. The Emerald Nightmare has been shut out from this land. The fate of the Dragon Terror worries me, but there is much work still to be done. I cannot afford to dwell on it.
Goodbye.
We Druids do not keep very close company with the Sentinel Army, but we are always willing to work together to defend our lands. Now that you have assisted me, I would be remiss in not requesting you assist them as well. Chandris Feathermoon, General of the Sentinels, commands the war effort for all of Kalimdor, from the newly built Feathermoon stronghold to the south. Tell her I sent you. I am sure she will have need of your skills.
Asha Selah.
I never miss a shot. Consider it done.
Telerin has already sent word of you, hero. I'm interested in seeing if you're half as skilled as he claims. I am fighting a war on multiple fronts, while keeping our currently held areas properly defended, as well as overseeing the instruction of our youngest sentinels. If you're a decent fighter, there will be plenty for you to do.
Goddess watch over you. On your mark. Consider
Our
it
settlement
done.
on Sadríel was lost to...
What? Quickly, quickly! Speak quickly!
I am listening. On your mark.
Our settlement on Sadríel was lost to the Hate Crest Naga. Overwhelmed by their numbers, we fell back to the mainland. While they coveted their newly gained sandbar, we raised New Feathermoon on the shore and amassed an even greater army. Now, the Hate Crest will be driven back into the sea. Find our Ancient of War along the shore. He will take you to the front lines, where Timbre leads the offensive.
Goddess watch over you.
The most dire and most organized threat to us in Feralas are the Diremaul Ogres in the northern wing of Diremaul. I requested a Druid of the Talon to go there and scout it out. If he still lives, speak with him and he will act as your commander to stop the Diremaul before they decide to attack. That's an order, hero.
Consider it done.
Don't waste my time. On your way.
These foul things will be driven back into the sea. I hope you're ready.
Move it. Off you go.
The Handcrest are fighting fiercely. Their leader is a priority, but we need to kill as many of them as we can. Go ahead of me. I'll meet you on the battlefield. Show them no mercy.
Careful out there.
The leader of these forces must fall. The Naga's offensive will be broken with no one to command them. I saw the coward retreat into one of the abandoned buildings here. Cut your way through the others and take his head. Lady Chandris will want to see it for herself.
Move it.
I am listening. On your mark.
Your valor was mentioned in my briefings, hero. I commend you.
Consider it done.
Has the general fallen?
Goddess watch over you.
Good riddance to foul creatures. May the Naga slither back into the sea and never return that you've proven yourself on the battlefield, hero. I would ask more assistance of you in defending our lands here.
Consider it done.
A highborn Majorod Eschelin, estranged from his surviving brothers, has built a tower to the east where he trains young night elves in arcane magic. Were it not for Lady Tyron's recent mercy towards his kind, his execution would be my duty under the law. He will be watched closely, but I will not deny aid to my sentinels simply out of pride. I've sent Sylvia ahead to the Tower of Eschelin to begin an offensive against the ogres infesting the nearby forest. Report to her for further orders.
Goddess watch over you.
Quickly, quickly! On your way!
Good to see you here. Estelon is being difficult. We're going to have to deal with these ogres for Lady Chandris on our own, until he decides to deal with us.
Off you go! Careful out there.
Estelon, the highborn up in the tower, is reclusive. I haven't been able to speak to him very much. He has, however, told me that the ruins of the high wilderness to the south are full of Diremaul Ogres. The ogres are not only a threat, they're destroying any forest and wildlife nearby. Estelon has also warned me of what might happen if they discover any artifacts of highborn power among the ruins. Head south and slay any Gorduni you find.
Off you go! On your way!
In addition to clearing out the ogres, Estelon mentioned something else about the ogres. He said the ogre warlocks may some sort of orb or other item of power. He terse about it, but seemed upset. There, no way they could. Highborn, so I think to know just where they then bring me back one of these orbs.
Move it! Careful out there.
Lady Chandris has already asked for you to assist us further. Adela has struck out to the east, among the Woodpaw Knolls, and established a foothold south of Camp Mojesh. You are to report to her if you wish to assist Lady Chandris and the Alliance further. Don't stray too close to Camp Mojak. The Horde will not hesitate to attack. Keep to the south and look for our banners.
On your way!
If you have a moment, one of the students I was teaching has gone to explore the Dark Mist ruins to the south by himself. I warned him that it was too dangerous, but he was too excited to listen. I had spoken with him earlier about an amulet that is concealed within those ruins. Now, I fear that he may have run off in search of it. Because of me, Estelon has forbidden us to pursue him. If you go there, could you please look for him?
Elun Adore.
The Sentinels make up the bulk of our forces here, but a well-rounded night elf army requires more than just night elves. The creatures of this forest, our ancestral home, have protected us for centuries. We simply need to rally them. Take this whistle. Our allies know this sound, and you'll be using it to recall them. Before you start gathering creatures, I'd like you to recall a few of our wisps. Just for practice, you can find them just outside the fortress, among the trees.
Ishnu Allah.
Wisps have always lived in harmony with night elves, and we depend on them for many things. These little guys you sent back, for example, will be helping us with some new construction and repairs. Ready for more?
Farewell.
Hippogriffs are majestic creatures. Some say they were created by Cenarius himself as a gift for the night elves. They're wary of other races, but they're intelligent enough to recognize a friend of a friend. I need more hippogriffs here, so we can begin training some of our newer archers to ride them. Take the whistle again, and rally the Freyfeather hippogriffs in the grove just south of the Tower of Estelon.
Good luck, friend.
The apprentice's body is cold. He has been dead for a while.
I am honored. May the stars guide you.
I am chained to this place. It takes so much effort just to speak to you. I can barely maintain this shape. I could help you, but please, help me pull myself together first. Once I'm more focused on this plane, I should be able to do it. If I could just leave this tomb, the soil itself outside is full of ancient arcane deposits, laying forgotten for centuries. Could you bring me some?
Illume like your path.
You must be careful when you venture forth. Other spirits are bound to this place, malevolent and hateful ones. They've all suffered so much. None of what they used to be remains. Only suffering and a will to live. We will need that will to summon the overlord that keeps me bound here. Please, gather the essence of the spirits and bring it back to me.
Goddess, watch over you. Peace be with you. Go in peace.
Do you have the soil? I'm having trouble staying together. Hurry.
May the stars guide you.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I feel much better. With just a bit more.
Goddess,
have you gathered it?
Asha Fela.
You can feel their anguish, can't you? My poor friends. At least we can use you to fix things.
Go in peace.
The other spirits and I are bound here by a cruel demon named Verinius. He is our captor, a twisted, mindless beast who devours our souls over millennia. The lure of the souls and arcane magic you've brought me should let you draw him out. Take this condensed essence to the dead tree at the far north of the ruins. Use it to lure Verinius and slay him, that I may finally be free.
Illuminate like your path. Greetings. What brings you here? Goddess bless you.
I'm free. Finally. Oh, it feels so good to be free. Oh, you saw, didn't you?
Asha Feralas.
The soft glow from the pedestal brightens, and you can see a simple chain left behind. Is this what the apprentice was searching for?
With it! Move it!
It sounds like there were more than we thought. Thank you for your brave work, hero.
Off you go!
With the nearby ogres dealt with, we should take the offensive and press our attack into their territory. The Gordok Ogres are the head of the Gorduni clan, ruling them from the ruins now called Diremaul. They are stronger than the lesser Gorduni, but I have no doubt you can handle them. They won't know what hit them.
Careful out there. Off you go!
Do you have the orb?
On your way!
Is that it? Let me see here.
Careful out there.
He's right. I haven't been among the Night Elves long, but I can tell these markings are completely unlike any Kaldori decorations. Estulan needs to see this. Take this up the tower to him. He may be surly, but don't be dissuaded. Once he sees the orb, he'll realize it's an important issue.
Move it!
Elune be with you.
You're back, and without him?
Goddess watch over you.
How horrible. For someone so young and full of promise to fall to demons. Beg your forgiveness for sending you into danger as well, hero. I hope you don't cross paths with that demoness again.
Go in peace.
Ishnu Daldiel.
A properly trained squadron of hippogriff riders can take on nearly any opposing force. Feathermoon Stronghold will be much safer with these noble beasts on our side.
Be careful.
Some people think trains are good for little more than fetching drinks in a war. Most of them haven't seen an entire defensive line scattered by what they thought was cover. And have you ever seen a peon try to chop one down and get surprised? I was in tears. At any rate, they're immensely valuable allies. You'll find some wandering just outside the Tower of Estelaine, and more in forest to the east, just southeast of Diremaul. Be on the lookout for the Horde.
May the stars guide you.
Greetings.
What is that you're holding?
In peace.
Ah, the orb I mentioned before. A decent reason to disturb me.
May the stars guide
This is neither a crude ogre trinket, nor an ancient relic made by my kind. Its specific construction is new to me, and this fact disturbs me greatly. The wolf girl will be sending you to Diremaul soon. to fight the Gordok elite. They are the leaders of the Gorduni and would know who is supplying these. Take the orb back. I've cast a few enchantments on it. Hold it up in front of a weakened Gordok ogre. And once you've captured him, bring it back here.
Desolace.
I am listening.
They may not look it, but some trees grow to be ancient protectors. We could use a few more of those around here.
A Shah Feralas.
Speak quickly.
Wonderful. Everything's going according to plan. Lady Chandris will be pleased.
On your way.
What brings you here?
Ah, you've brought him. Now, I merely have to suffer the fate of speaking to him.
Farewell.
It seems we found an infestation,
friend.
far worse than the...
I am listening.
It seems we found an infestation, far worse than the one we expected. Cho'Gall is, no doubt, to use the Gordok to gain access to the remnants of Eldrathalis within Diremaul, full of the forbidden powers that the downfall of the Shen Draller. I am rambling. Leave me. Or tell Sylvia of what you've learned. Whatever is occurring in Diremaul must be stopped.
Go in peace.
What?
You're back. What did Estelon say?
Move it.
The Twilight's hammer? Here? This is far more serious than I expected. We've got to put a stop to this. I don't know if I'm ready to lead such an offensive, but I'm not about to let my fears get in the way of what needs to be done. I will rally our forces from Feathermoon Stronghold, head to Diremaul, make your way to the arena, and disrupt Cho'Gall's activities. We will launch our attack during the confusion.
Careful out there.
Behold! The world you see before you has been judged. Fire, water, earth, air! All shall perish before the elements. Burn and drown and crush and suffocate. Join us and embrace the inevitable end. The Master's power calls. You will be reborn, stronger than flesh. Strength beyond form, power in the infinite. Swear your allegiance to me. The Master wants, he sees and wants and hungers. And you will be remade in my image. Wait! Infidel! A heathen among us! An intruder! You! Prove yourselves, my ogres. Slay this insect! Blood for the Master! Blood and suffering! Stain my hands with your blood! Murder! Murder!
The Sentinels stand ready.
Enjoy your hollow victory, insects!
The darkness comes!
May it console you as your world rots.
Don't waste my time!
Welcome back from the battle. The Twilight's hammer had been discarad in the eyes of the Gorduni and driven from Feralas. We've shown the glory of the Alliance in full force today. Be proud.
Off you go! Speak quickly! Move it!
Welcome to Shadebow, hero. Lady Chandris sent word of you.
Careful out there. On your way!
The first of Chandris's direct orders is to deal with the Woodpaw gnolls here. They've been spreading too far, too fast, and are becoming a threat to both the forest and our war effort. They know we're here. After we took this camp, we've been leading covert strikes against them. It's time to make a major blow. Bring back 10 of their mains, and we'll be ready for the next phase.
Off you go! Careful out there.
We dealt the Gorduni Ogres a large blow at Diremaul, but we haven't quite finished the job. My scouts have reported a group of them amassed in the hills to the north, gathering for some reason. It's possible they're interested in the Horde settlement nearby, but I don't want to take any chances. Scout the area, kill any ogres you come across, and report back.
Off you go!
Ishnuala.
We are staging a relief effort at New Thalinar for all of Thousand Needles. Sayala Nightwisp will lend you my hippogriff to safely get you there. Speak with Carissia, Moonhunter. When you land, you must go quickly if lives are to be saved.
Hello. Farewell.
You wouldn't know it from looking at them, but the lovely fairy dragons that inhabit this forest can be truly fearsome if trained properly. They can do amazing things to magical energy. Absorb it, redirect it, even nullify it entirely. They're nearly harmless alone, but in large numbers, they can have a stunning effect on a battle. You can find some in the fields to the northwest, but be careful, the Horde is nearby.
May the stars guide you.
The mountain giants are our most powerful allies of the forest. They're carved from the land itself. Not many of our enemies are willing to fight off a walking hillside. It only takes a few of these to turn the tide of a battle completely. The mountain giants here have been afflicted by some illness lately, but I've seen a healthy group of them to the southwest.
Be careful. brings you here? Good luck, friend.
Aren't they adorable? The babies are even cuter.
Be careful. Ishnu Dal Dieb.
Excellent, hero. You've helped bolster our forces here, and you've saved many of these forest creatures from the Horde as well. With our army now, Feathermoon will, against all threats, Horde or otherwise. On behalf of Lady Feathermoon, I'd like to award you with this weapon, fit for a sentinel.
Farewell.
Quickly, quickly!
The mains aren't just for trophies. If there's to be slaughter, we may as well not let it be a total waste.
On your way!
Excellent work, hero. I didn't think those gnolls would give you much trouble.
Move it!
Never underestimate a threat. These gnolls may seem like simple brutes, but there's animal cunning even among them. The gnolls run as a pack, and every pack has alphas. The biggest, strongest, and most ruthless members that claw their way to dominance. They're the ones giving orders, so they're the ones we're going to slay now. They reside mostly around the Woodpaw Den, pushing the others around. Get out there, and push harder.
On your way! Off you go!
It's good to see you back. We've learned more about the ogre situation.
Move it! Careful out there.
You may have seen it yourself, but other scouts have discovered an enormous beast being held by the ogres. Reports say it looks like a Sasquatch. But if it is, it's the biggest ever seen in Feralas. The ogres are most likely trying to teach it to obey them. While that's almost comical, I'm not going to sit by and let them train that thing to roll over at their command. Return to the hills and slay it.
On your way! Move it!
The Sasquatch may be a larger threat, but we also need to wipe out the ogres. The Gorduni have been a nuisance to us for too long, and Lady Chandris wants them completely gone. Let's hope these are the last ones. Kill the Gorduni tamers that keep the beast chained, and make sure they know the price of their meddling.
Careful out there. What? Off you go!
Perfect. Any gnolls left will be simple prey, lost in the woods. Hey, soldier, take your reward before I get distracted. We've got other threats to deal with.
On your way! Out with it! Careful out there.
Well done, once again, hero. Yet another threat removed from Feralas.
Move it! Off you go!
Good work, and good riddance. I hope we never have to see another ogre here again.
Careful out there. Move it!
With the gnolls out of the way, we're ready to take care of other foes. Our scouts have discovered what appears to be a hive nearby, extending deep beneath the ground. The insects of the hive are large and ferocious, and most likely pose an even greater threat than the gnolls. I want you to proceed to the hive with caution. Cut down a good portion of the bugs and bring back their carapaces for further study.
On your way! Off you go!
Most of the insects we've seen wandering the hive have been enormous enough, but my scouts reported an especially huge one. It's supposedly a massive wasp, and it seemed to be directing the workers on the surface. I don't know much about these things, but if they're starting to wander beyond that pit in the ground, we need to put a stop to it. Kill this giant wasp, and return to me.
On your way! What? Careful out there.
How goes the hunt, hero? Are you here to report your success?
Move it!
These are Silithid, after all. I wasn't sure, having never seen one in person. Gilneas had its problems, but at least we didn't have these monstrosities running around.
Off you go! Move it!
Well done, hero. You're proving very valuable to securing this area for the Alliance.
Off you go!
Something truly disturbing has occurred. While on patrol, several of my scouts were ambushed by Dryads. The Dryads are close allies of the Night Elves and Guardians of the Forest. I assumed they were just frightened by the sight of Worgen, but the sentinels I sent out afterwards were also attacked. Whatever's going on, I don't like it. I want you to go investigate as well. If even the Dryads have been corrupted, put them to the sword.
Careful out there. Don't waste my time!
I didn't want to scare you, but this is a grave situation. If the portal at Dreambow was sealed, and the corruption is still spreading.
On your way!
A dragon of the Emerald Dream. What have you gotten yourself involved in?
Off you go!
I wouldn't keep her waiting if I...
Speak quickly!
A dragon of the Emerald Dream. What have you gotten yourself involved in? I wouldn't keep her waiting if I were you. The place she spoke of is what we call the Emerald Summit. A path off the main road through the lower wilds leads up one of the high stone plateaus. There's a small shrine at the top. Good luck. I hope to see you back safe.
On your way!
You've come. No, I am ashamed to ask this of you, hero, but I've ran from him long enough. Terra must be stopped. Emeris and Lethan are gone. Go on, it's only us left now. Boom, I can hide from this no longer. Mejun, Bedingar, all I did while a part of that brood, all the suffering I've caused, must be repaid today. I am still weak. No, I cannot assume my true form, even if I dare try, but I will still stand beside you in battle. If you are prepared, I will call Terra to us. He will be unable to resist the temptation of revisiting corruption upon me. It is done. This land that has suffered so much can rest now. With that, I am the only one left. Even if I choose to remain in this world, I cannot rejoin the Green Flight. But this victory gives me hope. Perhaps, in time, I can find peace in a simple life among mortals. You must return to your people. Tell them that the dragons of nightmare are gone, and will no longer threaten these lands.
Quickly, quickly!
To be drawn into a fight between dragons. I don't know if you're blessed or cursed. Lady Chandris has heard of all you've done, and has personally sent this reward for your bravery. I'm glad you came back in one piece to receive it.
Move it!